This is the reason, man. I'm telling you, man, North America has the worst melanated female cousins in history. It's the worst, man. A lot of our melanated female cousins in North America, like, they're too chemically imbalanced. They eat all this bad foods from fast food, do too much drugs, and it causes them to be fucked up in the head, bro. Like, man, let me tell you this. On a zodiac perspective, a lot of these people who smoke and drink and do some evil ass shit and be on some soulless vibrational shit, they always be Geminis, Sagittarius, and Cancers. You know, they say cancer is a disease, right? And they named us a zodiac sign called a Cancer because cancers are cancerous people of Satan. And yeah, man, like, I'm not the type of person to get all religious, get all like deep into astrology, but I take what makes sense. I've noticed the people that do not fuck with me based on my own zodiac signs, because I was birthed on October 25th, Scorpio. I have Aquarius and Virgo in my birth chart, bro. That's why these Cancers, Geminis, Sagittarius, they don't fuck with me. They don't fuck with me, bro. They don't like my kind. It don't matter. They got my skin color. And like, another thing too, man, I'm going to tell you the next. Another thing, Cancers, similar to a Gemini and Sagittarius, Cancers, they have some freaky ass, creepy ass, weird ass energy about them. And I'm talking about the Gen Z Cancers. If you ever met a Generation Z person who was like a Cancer or a Gemini or a Sagittarius, they have a weird, creepy, freaky ass energy about them. They're very two-faced. How I know this, I've experienced them. They all had my skin color, same hair type. You would think that we were fucking quadruplets or twins, whatever terms you want to use. You would think this. But man, these Geminis, Cancers, and Sagittarius, they're the worst of the worst, dog. They're the worst of the worst. The main people, if you met a person who always want to, get drunk and be at soulless vibrational parties with soulless vibrational people, they definitely are a Cancer, a Gemini, and a Sagittarius. And yes, I'm going to generalize the whole group of people. We're going to do that tonight. My experience of seeing these Cancers and Geminis and Sagittarius people, it's never been like fun experiences with Geminis, Cancers, and Sagittarius. Because why? I'm not a Sagittarius. I'm not a Cancer. I'm not a Gemini myself. So I don't see how anyone could like those two-faced people. Like, me being a Scorpio, man, I see past the bullshit that these Cancers and Geminis and Sagittarius people be on, bro. Some bullshit, man. It's bullshit, bro. I don't give a fuck if they got my skin color. Like, I throw all that Malcolm X shit, all this Farrakhan shit, all this Harriet Tubman and Martin Luther King. I'm throwing all that shit out the window when it comes to these quote unquote melanated females, melanated males that are Cancers, Geminis, and Sagittarius. Like, fuck those people of Gen Z. Like, I'm done with them, bro. Like I try to be on some Malcolm X shit with a lot of melanated people that are like my cousins. They're like Geminis, Sagittarius people, Cancers. I tried it, bro. I tried it. No good. That Malcolm X shit, no good. Farrakhan shit, no good. Martin Luther King shit, no good. Harriet Tubman, no good. That shit is out the window. That shit dead. That shit dead. That shit dead. It pissed me off. It makes me angry. Makes me want to just punch their face in. Because Geminis, Cancers, and Sagittarius, they just got a face that you just want to punch in. For real. They just got a face you just want to fucking rip off. I swear to God. I put this on everyone's family. That's how serious this shit is. And I rarely bring up zodiacs when it comes to people who don't connect with me. I rarely bring up zodiacs. But for this type of situations I see on a daily basis, this shit has to be spoken on. Let me tell you this. So if anybody ever throws a fit with you around like in the middle of nowhere, I'm telling you, that's some Gemini shit. That's some Sagittarius shit. That's some Cancer shit. Because Scorpios, we don't do that. Aquarius, they don't do that. Virgos, they don't do that. Only a Cancer, a Gemini, and a Sagittarius. And then they want to play fucking victim when people flash out on their ass one day. Cancers and Geminis and Sagittarius, they know what the fuck they be doing. When a Virgo, a Scorpio, or Aquarius flash out on them, now we the villains. All right. I see what it is, man. Me, I don't give a fuck about skin color no more. I'm done with this Malcolm X shit. Because obviously, the Cancers and the Geminis and the Sagittarius people I've met who are melanated like me, they don't be on no Malcolm X and Kumbaya, Martin Luther King type shit. They don't be on no Farrakhan type shit. They probably don't even know who the fuck they are because they're brain rotted Gen Z people. But this shit dead with these Cancers and Geminis and Sagittarius, man. I don't fuck with those people, bro. I don't give a fuck if they look like me. It don't matter. Skin color don't matter to me. You know what's crazy about this shit? There's European Caucasians who show me more love than these whack ass melanated Cancers, Geminis, and Sagittarius in North America. They know who the fuck they are. I don't even need to say no names. Oh, and another thing too. I feel sorry for a lot of these males who date these Generation Z males who date these female Cancers of Gen Z. I feel sorry for them. Gemini females, Sagittarius females. You're talking about the three triplets of demons of Satan. I'm just saying, bro. You know. And you know me, I rarely bring astrology into everything. I rarely do this because I don't really get into all that. But when it comes to certain situations why people don't connect with certain people, that zodiac shit, that shit do matter. That shit do matter, man. Like, you know. And one thing I do know, October 25th, Scorpios, we are the most hated people. We're like one of the most hated people in this simulation. Like, so like the people that hate us, October 25th, Scorpios are Cancers, Geminis, Sagittarius. This shit is right in front of our faces every day. October 25th, Scorpios are the most hated people. It doesn't matter that October 25th Scorpio was a Middle Eastern, African, like my African ass. You know, Europeans, Asians. It don't fucking matter, dog. It don't fucking matter. It don't fucking matter, bro. Sagittarius, Cancers, Geminis, they are children of Satan. I don't give a fuck, man. If someone told me they are a Cancer, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius, I'm cutting them off, man. Based on my bad experiences that I've had with, you know, Cancers and Geminis and Sagittarius, people I met in my life ever since I was like, 7, 15? The list goes on, bro. I don't fuck with those 3 zodiacs. Fuck a Gemini, fuck a Cancer, and fuck a Sagittarius. They can eat dick. Oh, and another thing, the main people who will smile in your fucking face and talk shit behind your back is a Gemini, a Cancer, and a Sagittarius. How I know? I've experienced that shit. Yep. It don't matter if they was cousins, fake friends. It don't fucking matter, bro. Cancers, Gemini, Sagittarius, they're the fakest of the fake, man. They talk shit about people who are spiritual beings all the fucking time. Because Cancers and Geminis and Sagittarius, they don't like shit about themselves with they fake ass. You know? And guess what? Us Scorpios, we get shit talked about us the most. Because we Scorpios, we don't even fucking flash out on people on sight. We don't. You know me, I got Virgo and Aquarius in my chart, bro. Connected to Scorpio, right? So I rarely flash out, bro. Rarely. And that's why a lot of Cancers and Geminis and Sagittarius, they think I'm some bitch or a punk or something sweet. Like, bro, like, it's gonna be way different. It's gonna be way different when I confront the ass one day and be like, you know what? Fight me on TV. I got the gloves, I got everything. We could get paid for this shit. These Cancers, Geminis, Sagittarius, they ain't gonna scrap with me in the fucking ring, man. And there's a side of me that a lot of these Cancers and Gemini and Sagittarius enemies never see of me, man. But they're gonna see that shit one day. They're gonna see that shit one day and be like, why you don't fuck with Scorpios? I promise this on everyone's families. I put this on their family too.
It's crazy. It's crazy how you listed those zodiacs: Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, and also Leo. For me, like I don't get along with none of those zodiacs. It's like they try to have secret competition me or play with me like on like very subtly. They just try to play with me spiritually to like try me like they do it so like weird and slick. Like I don't like that. Like they trying to like beat me down. Like who do you think you are? Like I just want to just rip their intentions apart. That's what they want me to do to them because that's the energy I be getting. Like who are you to try me? Like and these people are my colored people. Like who are you? Like it's just weird, bro. Like I don't mess with none of those zodiacs, bro. Like in especially those masculine zodiacs like Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo, all of those zodiacs are masculine zodiacs. I'm a September 4, September, the month which is, Virgo. I don't get along with most of the zodiacs, especially masculine ones. The only masculine ones I'll probably get along with is probably Aquarius and Aries, because my sister was an Aries. And the last cousin I talked to was an Aries. You could say Capricorn we get along, but not really. Most of the zodiacs I don't even get along with. The only zodiacs I'll say I'm toe to toe with is Aquarius, Virgo, which is me, and Scorpios and Taurus. That's it. Every other else, fake as zodiacs, snakes, conniving, bro. Just weird as hell. Always in some secret competition with you, like having weird energy, like. The Sagittarius, they have this energy about them, like they in competition with you. Like my brother's a Sagittarius, because they're a masculine zodiac, so they're about like moving, like or whatever. They have this secret competition with you. Like I feel it. Like I don't get along with. I be attracting Sagittarius, but it's like we don't get along because they like of the world and people, like, and they're outgoing. So I'm gonna clash with Sagittarius. I'm not gonna feed their egos. Like it's just crazy, bro. And plus, look, I'm a Virgo. Like I'm a mentally sharp. So if people see that, especially Sagittarius, they're gonna be like, "Hey, bro, who do you think you are?" And they're gonna try to like f with us. Because us Virgos, we're naturally to ourselves. And some girl I had met, right, last around a couple months, December, we fell out, and guess what? She was a Sagittarius. She was a Scorpio cusp Sagittarius, but her birthday's November 23rd, so that makes her a Sagittarius, and we fell out. I was thinking that it's not because of zodiac, but as I look around, we don't get along because Sagittarius is like a masculine zodiac, and they're of the world, like, they're that type of overt type of zodiac. So, you know, Virgos, we're quiet because we're just observant. We're just analytical. So when the Sagittarius or any of these masculine zodiacs see that, it's like we're kind of messing with them. We're not feeding to their ego. So they're going to kind of play with us spiritually. And it's like, who are you to try? Don't try me like that. I'm another power. Like, I'm another source. Like, it's just crazy how they'll do that. Because all those zodiacs, I don't even mess with. In Cancer, man, they're weird, bro. Because another person I used to talk to was a Cancer, fell out with. Another one fell out with. His one that went to my school, I was doing his little work. You know what I'm saying? He didn't pay me. You know what I'm saying? I asked him to do this one thing for me. He was just acting like a weird bitch. He didn't want to sign up. I ain't even ask. It's like he's asked. It's like I asked him to change his tires. I asked him to sign me up for something so I can get me something, and that's about it. And another guy I met, he was a Cancer. I tried to call him out thing for like a job he didn't want to pick up. You know what I'm saying? I don't get along with none of those zodiacs. They either too sensitive or they try to like be too domineering or control me, like, you know, especially Geminis. Even though Gemini, I'm a Virgo, and Gemini, um, in Virgo are part of the same planet, Mercury. But I don't get along with Geminis, even though they're part of the same planet, Mercury. Geminis are like kind of two faced a little bit, and they always talk their stuff, and they try to like, even though like Geminis like, and I'm a Virgo, they're ruled by the same planet, Mercury. I don't mess with Gemini because even though Geminis they'll be to themselves sometimes, they always talk their stuff. They always talk their shit and try to do this and that. Like we just won't get along. Like Geminis and Virgos are just polar opposites. You know, even though they're part of the same planet, like Mercury, you know, the neuter sign, the sign of like the intellect, the mind, we don't get along. They're just polar opposites. Like somebody like Tupac, he's like that rah rah guy. Virgos are not rah rah. We're to ourselves and we're analytical. So Virgos and Geminis are polar opposites, and we're not gonna get along. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't really get along much with like Geminis. It's okay, but we don't. It's just nah, bro. And Sagittarius is like the adventurous, free spirit zodiac sign. You know, they like to like go out and do shit and crash out. They're just very just on a roller coaster. So Virgos are not gonna get along with Sagittarius because Virgo's a feminine sign and Sagittarius is a masculine sign. But Sagittarius is just of the world. They're just the life of the party. And Virgos, we like to just chill and relax because, you know, bring ourselves down to earth because Virgo's also an earth sign. And Virgos are analytical, which makes us logical because you got to use logic when you analyze things, you know, common sense. And I guess we're the party people, I guess. We chill, like, and Sagittarius are not going to like that. You know what I'm saying? We may come across as too controlling or whatever. Like, it's just going to be too much. Like, a Virgo and a Sagittarius are just going to clash. You know, it's like earth and fire because Sagittarius is a fire sign. Um, Virgo's an earth sign, so it's a naturally grounded zodiac. So we're not gonna get along. It's just gonna be a fight, like a power struggle. You know, so I don't get along with Sagittarius, even though I be attracting people that are Sagittarius. I don't know why. We're just polar opposites. You know. You know, as far as Scorpio, which you are, it's funny how you say Scorpio because Scorpio and Virgo, their symbols of the zodiac look quite alike. And Cancers, what I notice about them is they're too sensitive. I guess since water, because Cancer is a water sign, just like Scorpio, it's a water sign. It's the element water. Water can be, you know, can change or whatever, like especially with waves. So Cancers are so impulsive and sensitive. Like I had a friend, like he was a Cancer. He would just get mad, or they're just emotional. So Virgos are not gonna get along with are not gonna get along with Cancers because Cancers are too emotional. Plus, like they're the feminine sign. They're like too sensitive. You can't really tell them anything. Like they were just sensitive. And Virgos, we're like a grounded sign. We're Earth, so we're just grounded and we're chill. Virgos, we do get mad. If us Virgos were mad, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna stay to ourselves. Like you're gonna have to figure us out a bit. Like why we're mad, we're gonna give you kind of what you call the silent treatment. We're just gonna hold it in. Like that is just what we are. We don't really got nothing to like prove. You know what I'm saying? We might be a little nonchalant, but that's not really us being nonchalant. We're just being Virgo, Virgo. You know what I'm saying? That's who we are. We may feel like bitter and hatred and being in a state of like vitriol, but we're more logical and we're frame and we just like that. But these zodiacs, since they're crash outs and they're domineering and crazy, they don't like when we, have to step over the ladder and control ourselves. So they like to pull us out of it, subtly or, actually outrightly, you know. Yo, Jules, since your cousin had a fit when she came from work, went on her little rant, what was her zodiac? The month, you know, she was born. Yo, whatever your cousin zodiac is crazy. Like, her behavior, it's just inexcusable. She want to come home, have a rant, and yell and scream in front of you guys and make a scene. But in front of her peoples, her friends, it's all normal. They laughing and giddy. Like, why is she bringing all that toxic energy? Like, nobody told her to bring her lousy, miserable, whatever, freaking barbecue, freaking Whopper, McDouble, built body ass, her ass to, you know, go on her shit. Nobody asked her ass to do it. You know what I'm saying? And she wanna bring all that energy, that ratchetness. Like nobody asked for that. You know? Like she's just insane, bro. With her my 600-pound life body built ass. Her little fat body chicken nugget face ass. She's probably chubby too. Nobody asked for her ass to come here. You know what I'm saying? Probably cost the house to have friction. You know what I'm saying? House about to be unscrewed and stuff. And fall apart. Cause your lousy big FATASS having self. She better go sit down somewhere. I don't know why they gotta do this to us, bro. But when they around their people, they all laughing and giddy. This is crazy, bro. They gotta bring the whole world down before they get satisfied. This is how they are. Freaking toxic, man.
These Sagittarius and these Cancers and these Geminis, they're definitely of the world. They're definitely of the simulation. They're definitely of the world of Satan, bro. I could never connect with no Cancer. The Cancers, they always be on some dominant shit. They always want to be in competition, just like a lame ass Sagittarius, bro. Lame ass Gemini. They do this shit every time. Pisces, they the same too, bro. They're just like their fucking Gemini, Cancer, and Sagittarius counterparts. They're just like them, bro. I could never connect with those four. It doesn't matter how many years I've been existing in this life, me learning different things every day. Like, I could just never connect with Pisces, Geminis, Cancers, and Sagittarius. They always be in secret competition with me, man. Because my ass be analytical as shit. And Cancers, they hate that shit about me. Sagittarius hate that shit about me. Geminis, Pisces hate that shit. Like, a lot of cousins and fake friends who talk shit behind my back, when I found screenshots of how they talk shit about me being analytical, observing, stayed to myself and shit, I'm like, okay, so what's the problem with that? Just because I don't want to be around fake ass people. Because Cancers and Geminis and Sagittarius and Pisces, bro, they're the fakest of the fake I ever met. They're children of Satan. I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. Like, I don't even want to see faces of Sagittarius, Cancers, Geminis, and Pisces ever again in my life. Because it will be on sight with these motherfuckers, bro. I promise to God, I promise on all families, bro. I might have to get sent to fucking out. I might have to get sent out the multiverse, bro. I probably have to get sent to a realm with nothingness. With the way these Cancers, Sagittarius, and Geminis and Pisces be trying me on some subliminal shit. Like, and Scorpios and Virgos, like, They're really the same, very analytical. They stay to themselves, bro. But these cancers, they hate that shit about us, Scorpios and Virgos, man. They hate it. Geminis hate that too. Sagittarius, Pisces hate that shit too, man. You know, what's crazy about all this shit, man? Look, there was, that shorty that I told you about, like, that we know about, like Deja, bro. She's a Gemini. We fell out. How is that? Because she's a Gemini, I'm a Scorpio. That shit don't mix. You see? As soon as you said that, I'm going to tell you this. Me having Aquarius and Virgo in my birth chart that's connected to Scorpio on October 25th, let me tell you this, man. Water and earth and the air, if you mix that together. So when a Scorpio gets mad, bro, like, they basically want vengeance on all of their enemies that wronged them, right? So I want vengeance on, like, there's a lot of people that need to square up with me, man. All of these cancers, all of these Geminis and Sagittarius and Pisces, they got to see me eventually. But of course, like, me having Virgo in my chart, like, I don't sit there try to think about them every single day. Like, I'll ground myself and, like, be all to myself. But, when you mix, when my Aquarius and my Virgo and my Scorpio powers is, like, connected together, all three, like, yeah, I'm ready to fuck these people up, bro. I'll be ready to fuck these damn cancers up, these Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Like, why are they fucking here? Like, what is their purpose to be here? I was trying to figure this out, but we see they're here to cause mayhem. So like all the evil people in history in the world that you ever known, they were always a Cancer, a Gemini, a Sagittarius, and a Pisces. The history's showing this shit. You know what's interesting? All I know she was a Cancer, but I don't know what specific month or day, because we don't really talk like that, right? But Cancers, man, look, Cancers, most of their birth charts, they're connected with Gemini, Sagittarius. So that shit, they're very impulsive, very dominant, very controlling in a negative way, right? That's how Cancers are. If we talking like Gen Z, these Gen Z Cancers, they're a different breed, bro. These Gen Z Sagittarius, different breeds. Gen Z Pisces and Geminis, different breeds of evil we have never seen before. It's like, what the world? What's wild about it? Like, she actually knows that I am a Scorpio. Like, I do have Aquarius, I do have Virgo in my birth chart. She knows that. Obviously, she known me since I was like 7. So, like, obviously, like, these Cancers, they know how to get under a Scorpio's skin. They know how to do it. They know how to do it to get under our skin, because they don't like us being like all laid back and being in our feminine energy, which is being laid back. You feel me? Because, Scorpio is a feminine sign. It's a feminine zodiac. Scorpios do not be on the rah-rah shit. They do not. Like, they don't be on the rah-rah shit like Cancers, Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces. It's just not our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? And these Cancers, they hate that shit about me, bro. But of course, when I get angry, that's a whole different energy. That's a whole different energy they never seen. The way you explained a Cancer female, that's exactly how Geminis are. That's how Geminis are, man. They will find a way if they know that they are around a Scorpio, especially if the Scorpio is October 25th. They'll do things like bring their toxic energies from their toxic ass workplace and try to, like, put that energy on my Scorpio ass. And I'm like, man, if their Cancer ass just, like, keep that shit to themselves or whatever, bro. Like, I hate Cancers, bro. And they say hatred is a strong word, but I really hate Cancers, bro. I hate Cancer zodiacs, bro. all this bullshit where these paid people saying, oh, Cancers and Scorpios, they connect together. Oh, they're like the best of friends. Oh, they're like kinfolk. Like, no, the fuck we are not. No, the fuck we are not, man.
Yeah, bro. Like you said, the girl you fell out. The girl I fell out too. She was a Sagittarius. I asked her what type of person was. She says, "Oh, I say to myself, I'm this spiritual and just a grounded person." But as I look at her and research her, she's a Sagittarius. You're of the world. Like you're a life of the party. Like Sagittarius I meet, they try to pretend that they on some low key stuff, especially the girls. But you're the life of the party. Like you turn up, you do the things of the world. Like you're a Sagittarius. You have a fiery nature. You're half man, half horse. You're adventurous. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably why we fell out. Because she was just faking the funk. Like a fucking Sagittarius she is. Wanna act like she's low key by her videos. By cooling herself down and talking about this and that. It's like she's teasing people like us. It's like it's a whole tease because you wanna post once in a while about this and that. Nature or law of this and traction. But it's like you're not really honest because if you were honest, you would paint it. You would be in this every day. You would post. There wouldn't really be an excuse. You're busy out in the matrix having your little fun because you're a Sagittarius. You're a fire sign. Don't play with me like I'm stupid or something. Like you're low key. You're not low key. You're low key towards me.
Yeah, that's another reason why Sagittarius, they have a lot of Gemini traits. They're two-faced. Like they want to be this low-key individual when they're around us Scorpios and Virgos and Aquarius. But once these Sagittarius get around Geminis, Pisces, and Cancers and fellow Sagittarius people, oh, they're no longer low-key. They're like the life of the party. Yeah, I guarantee you, go ask every Cancer and every Gemini person. They got a Sagittarius friend. They do. All of them do. All of them do, man. I just could never be friends with Sagittarius, bro. I tried it, bro. That shit dead. That shit dead, bro. Like, it reminds me of this Sagittarius woman that I've seen, right? It's interesting because you said the Sagittarius is a half man, half horse, right? Adventurous, right? It explains why, a lot of bisexual people are Sagittarius. That's why it's called the Sagittarius, the adventurous individual. They try things that, they try things as like out of natural nature, That's a Sagittarius thing. That's a Gemini thing. That's a Cancer thing. That is a Pisces thing. They're adventurous. Those are the 4 zodiacs that are adventurous, wild people, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's why I never really hung out with my Sagittarius cousins or Cancers or Pisces or Geminis. Like, they're too wild for me, man. They're too wild. They're not laid back people, bro. Sagittarius, that shit will be too clashing for me, bro. Me being a Scorpio and me being laid back, bro, like bringing all this adventurous rah-rah stuff, toxic energies, I would crash out, bro. Not gonna lie to you. Oh, another thing too, let me tell you this. Geminis are the same fucking thing. Geminis are the same fucking thing as a Sagittarius, man. Very adventurous. Very adventurous, just like a Sagittarius. Like Geminis, they will be all this. They'll be like this low key, philosophical, sophisticated individual around a Scorpio and Aquarius and a Virgo. But when a Gemini gets around another Sagittarius, another Gemini, another Pisces, another Cancer, guess what? These Geminis, they be like they be like the freakiest people on some emo shit. I'm telling you, bro, it's not really a good sight. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, and Deja, as who was like our former friend, She showed the Sagittarius traits that's in her birth chart with the Gemini. And that's another thing too. Like cancers are the life of the party, bro. If you look at all your cousins who are cancers, you notice all of their friends are Sagittarius, Geminis, Pisces, and other cancers. Have you noticed that? None of their friends are Scorpios. None of their friends are Virgos. None of their friends are Aquarius. Cancers cannot be around laid back people, bro. Like we Scorpios are too, like, in the eyes of a Cancer, and like us Scorpios are considered boring people to them because we Scorpios are analytical, grounded people, bro. And us Scorpios, we have a lot of emotion because we are fucking water sign, bro. So like when you take a Scorpio, such as myself, right? I have Aquarius air and I have Virgo earth in my chart. That's connected with this water Scorpio, right? So you talk about the balance of logical and emotional thinking. So like this shit, man. So like, of course, like a person like me is gonna be feeling all type of ways. It's like, bro, I'll be like, what the world, man? Like they really tried this. Like Cancers, Geminis, Sagittarius, bro. Pisces. If they're adventurous people. They're adventurous people in negative ways. Like I say this to people, like it's nothing wrong to venture to try something new, but as like make sure it's like of soulful frequencies if you're gonna venture out to try something, man. It can't be of anything like rah rah and all this shit, man. You know?
Yeah, man, we're really hitting the nail about Sagittarius and Gemini. They're interlinked because I had my brother and my stepbrother, bro. I don't be hanging around people like that because I seen what they done, and it was some wild stuff. They done some freaky stuff that I saw, like moving their body around, like what, like some crazy stuff, man. Like, and I had a friend who was a Sagittarius. They would say like weird stuff, or they'll play fruity or act like just the innuendos, bro. And there's another streamer. Her name is a Zoe Spencer. She always be flirting or being all loud and rowdy, like flirty. Like she's like a Sagittarius. Like I've noticed the traits with Sagittarius. You know what I'm saying? Like they just too like, and then with Gemini's, they try to be too low key, but then it comes out of them when these people come, or they just can't help themselves. They're just wild. Like especially how Gemini's an air sign. It just the air just swifts their core, and they just become that person. You know what I'm saying? Like especially with Sagittarius. Like I don't know why Sagittarius came around me and try to act like they're this and they're introspective, you know, articulate, they're sound, but they're just having fun to the side. How are you gonna do all that fun stuff and have fun? Your brain is gonna be so freaking all over the place. So it's like it's just so fake and two faced with them when they both do the same thing, even though they're both different element. One's fire in the air, but if you get fire in the air, it's gonna make like a freaking fire NATO or a freaking firestorm or something crazy. Because when they both get around each other, man, they wild, man. That's why a person that's a Virgo, we like to have our fun sometimes as a Virgo, especially if we're comfortable. But we like to chill and be grounded because we're an Earth sign and we're logical. We like to just observe things and see how it is and see the bigger picture. Other zodiacs still pretend to be on that, but let's be honest, they want to have their little fun. They just want to just be deceptive and be fake. Because when you want to talk about them, they'll say certain things, but then they'll play with you. You know what I'm saying? Their true colors will come out because that's how their zodiac is. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know why the other ones try to act like she always this and that, and they're low key, but then I could kind of see that side in that person. Or when you do a research on them, you see like certain things, or you just know they of the world, man. They try to hide it. Us people, we could, dabble, we could, interact with people, but we have a balance within us. And I guess they don't like that. It's so fake how these people are, but then they want to be like two sided and low key sometimes. They always try to do that with us. Then, and also at the same time play with us. Like, it's just their true colors coming out and they just can't help themselves. You know what I'm saying? And we hit the nail on them about it. Because all the people I fell out with was Geminis and Sagittarius. Like, literally, bro. Do not get along with those signs. And those are mutable signs. So they're going to always change. Mutable means to change and adapt. Virgo is a mutable sign too, but we're different. You know, we're able to, slow down. You know, like, bro, if you really pay attention to how a Sagittarius is, they're gonna throw in your windows. They're gonna do certain things or the way they talk or the tone. It's because that's how they are. Like, this is crazy. Especially the one that I talked to, that girl, like the way she had her videos, and they just can't hide it. Like, this is what they are. Like, I don't know why they be doing that. You see Gemini, they try to be low key. I'm a Gemini. The world's against me, but then they'll turn up with the world. They'll be like, oh, the world's against me, but then they'll be with the world and have fun. Like Geminis like to pretend like they're a victim and the world's against them, but then they'll have fun, with the world. Us people who are Virgos and Scorpios, once we feel like something's off, we're not going to even bother to explain ourselves. We're just going to stand back and pull away. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. We're not gonna like.
Right. Exactly, yo. Here's my thing. Like, what do you think about males who are Libras? Like, what do you think about them? Like, what have you observed about males that are Libras? Oh, and another thing too, let me tell you this. Have you know that all of the trashy mothers and trashy fathers were always Sagittarius, Geminis, Cancers, and Pisces? They don't make good parents at all, bro. Like, the parents that don't make good parents are Geminis, Sagittarius, Cancers, and Pisces, bro. Because they're compelling and two-faced. Facts. It's sad, man. So it's like it came to a point now, like if it comes to dating a woman, you might as well date a Scorpio, a Virgo, or Aquarius. You might as well do that at this point. Because these Pisces, these Sagittarius, these Cancers, and Geminis, they're dead. They're dead, man. Like, they're old news. They're of the past. They're of the fake past, bro.
Yeah, if you would have just looking for somebody, bro, look into, bro. I look at Aquariuses, Libra, um, or Scorpios. That's about it. Because a shorty that came on my channel, even though we haven't talked, it's been almost months. She was the only one that checked in on me, like shot a text back. The other ones, they just forgot about me. Didn't say a word. Text, nothing. Call, nothing.
Oh, and another thing too, you notice the reason why people like Tupac and Biggie Smalls, the reason why they passed away so young, them being like 24 years of age, that's like a damn baby, bro. That's like a damn baby for real, bro. Like, when you really think about humans who used to live for a long time, bro, 24 is like young, bro. And Tupac and Biggie Smalls, they passed away early because they was living in the world of Satan, bro. They was of the rah-rah drama, living like a Sagittarius, Cancer, and Gemini and Pisces combined. Because Gemini's got Cancer, Pisces, and Sagittarius in their charts. All of the Geminis do. And a lot of Geminis, they don't really last. They don't live long, bro, because they live a rah-rah lifestyle. You notice all the zodiac signs, Like Cancers, Sagittarius, Pisces, Geminis, they don't really live a long life, bro. They be passing away at the age of 20. You know, that's how much of the world they be in. That's how much they live in the world of Satan, bro. This shit ain't no joke, bro. Whereas a Scorpio, they could be living to the year to like they be like zillennial age. That's how serious it is, bro.
Yeah, when you look at like why Tupac and Biggie died, even though Tupac was considered wise, especially for his age, you know, thoughtful, he didn't last because Tupac and Biggie were rah-rah. They were constantly talking big shit. There wasn't rah-rah. There was just, man, and too much. And you look at Big L, he's a Gemini. They're just always in hot stuff, man. Hot beef, man. They may know things, but it's like when situations come, it doesn't really show that emotional intelligence. They're always in a corner, bro. That's why I just stay away from them.